Hi! Happy New Year! It's good to see you. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy I'm here. I recently designed a palette called Happy Nude Year. It looks like this. I'm going to be using this palette to get ready today. As you can see, this is the final look, but it's a journey to get here. So come along with me. Come hang. Let's talk about New Year's. Let's talk about good stuff that happened in 2025. And so I'm going to throw it to No Makeup Cupcake and we will get into it. Okay, bye. Hi. Happy New Year. I'm going to use my Happy New Year palette that I designed. I literally just made it earlier today, but you know, that's a little trick between me and the camera, you know? But actually what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to potentially do some streaming tonight. I'm excited about it. I've only ever streamed like for my family, and it's always been playing World of Warcraft. When like they wanted to see what I was doing, like doing a raid or whatever. And it was always during like Season of Discovery. I believe I did stream on this channel maybe once, and it was pretty chill. I was looking for like Black Lotus in WoW. If you know, you know. It's really hard to find. I'm using my Hard Candy eyeshadow primer and it's almost out. I'm so sad. Because I've had this tube for a long time. But it's been good. It's been a good little eyeshadow primer for me. It's been doing its best for a while now. Let's see. I need a little more. I can feel it. You don't want to put too much eyeshadow primer on. That's a common mistake, I feel, is that people are like, well, eyeshadow primer always creases on me, and it's actually because you're using too much of it. You don't need a lot. You just need a little bit. It's hard to say how much a little bit is per person because everyone's eyes are a little different. Like for me, I've got a lot of eye space. So a little bit is actually kind of a lot of it, but primed. Here is the palette, by the way, in case you haven't seen the video yet. This is my Happy Nude Year palette. I wanted to make it, I do talk about it in the video, but I wanted to make it in this kind of palette. That way I could use like square and round pans. I didn't want to be limited to just one. I'm not going to be wearing this while I'm streaming, even though I do love this shirt. It's a bunch of little kitty faces. Meow, meow, meow. It's a bunch of little kitty faces. So I do really love it. It's really cute, but I'll probably be actually just wearing a hoodie because I always get cold. So no one's really going to see it. So it doesn't super matter what I wear. If you want to follow along with me, you can. I will say just grab like a neutral palette and let's roll. Maybe you don't have one. Maybe you're like, Cupcake, I have no neutral palettes, and I'm over here like, I made one. Maybe that's something that I'll do is like recommend, like rank my neutral palettes and kind of go from there. But essentially what I'm going for today is like if I wanted to stream more, what would my like streaming makeup kind of look like? Because I'm not going to do something crazy every day. But if I do want to stream and like say I'm in a hurry or I have like other stuff to do, what would it look like? This is a lethal shade from the Wildflower palette. I'm not sure what it's called because they are not labeled. I do, again, I haven't talked about Lethal's rebrand yet, but one thing that bothered me about their magnetic palettes that you would buy that are like pre-made is they're not named on the bottom. They only have like shade names if you buy them from like the build your own palette. So that's something that was kind of a pain for me because I do move the shades around, but I realized that I'm kind of the minority in that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go like a little above my crease with this shade, and then I'm actually gonna blend it out. But I want to add something deeper in the corner. I think I'm gonna go for this chocolatey kind of shade. Actually, no. I'm gonna go in with this shade from Cleonid. It's called Fusion. And I'm gonna tap that into the outer corner. It's so pretty. I love it. It makes my heart so happy. I do need a closer mirror for this one though. Because even though I'm just tapping it on, I do want to be a little more precise just because this shade is kind of chunky. There will be fallout. There is fallout. But I really love it. This is a shade that I've used as like a one and done kind of shade before, which is rare for me. Usually I like something with a little bit of, like I like a look with a little dimension. And this shade does have that, which is nice. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of tap it on like the outer half, I guess, of my eye. Yeah, kind of add a little bit of depth. And then I'm gonna go in with a shade. This is from Rich Romantic. It's called Magnetic. I think I want Magnetic, or do I want Nutmeg? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, I think I want Magnetic on the rest of the lid. Oh yeah, that was the right choice. I can see it already. I'm normally not a neutral fan because I'm kind of a, like, if I'm gonna put on makeup, I'm gonna put on makeup, you know? But I've grown to appreciate like a fun neutral look that isn't just like, here's a brown, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with a cozy brown eyeshadow, but like, it's just not my journey, I guess. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade called Mogue. It might be Mog, I'm not sure. Ooh, or do I want Farpoint? No, Farpoint is too orange. I'm gonna go in with Mogue or Mog, I'm not sure. This shade is also gonna have some fallout. Ooh, yeah. But it's so pretty. It adds just such a nice sparkle on the inside of my lid. It's so fun. I love this palette. I am going to add a little bit of the kind of chocolatey brown color. I think it's called Ariana. It's from Adept, from their Minka palette. And I'm just gonna use like a little liner brush, and I'm just gonna kind of smudge it on. Because again, I don't love doing a super precise wing because my eyes are two different shapes. My literal eyeballs are two different shapes, which is very fun and very exciting. And it makes Christmas lights look nice because I have astigmatism in one of them. I believe it's my left eye that has astigmatism. So I don't love that this eye, the eyeliner, comes up a little higher, but that's why we're gonna cheese it by putting a little bit of magnetic just like over the top. That's my like quick way to erase like an eyeliner line that I don't like. It was like, oh, we'll just tap the shimmer on top of it that we had and call it good. I'm just doing my best. You know, I'm using the Essence Hello Good Stuff primer. Not the serum one. This one is different. Let me see. Hello Good Stuff Skin Refining Primer with Moisturizing Sea Kelp. It smells nice. It smells very clean. But if you're someone who doesn't like fragrance, it's probably not for you because the fragrance is kind of strong. I think since I'm probably going to be on camera, I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix. But then to lighten it up a little bit, I have been using a little bit of the Dennis and Myricks Vision Flush Glow. It's hard to say. And a little bit of the Lumi Lake Glow tint in the shade 100, which is cool. It's literally called. A million years ago, BH had these like ice cream shop brushes. I still have them and they still slap. They're amazing. So I'm just mixing this on the back of my hand so it like warms up a little bit. And then I just kind of swipe it onto my face. And then we're gonna pushing brush it onto my face with my pushing brush. This is the Spectrum B13 brush, if you are interested. It was a part of a pushing brush set that slapped. I've never used Spectrum Cosmetics. I think they do have cosmetics, but I've only known about their brushes. Specifically the pushing brushes. They're bangers. I actually ended up getting a second set of them. As like I bought one for myself because it was on sale. And I was like, I love pushing, I'll give this a shot. And so I bought one on sale, and then I ended up getting a set for my birthday, and I was so excited. Because like, I don't know, some people get really uppity if they get like something they already have as like a birthday gift. Not me, man. If it's something I already know that I like, come on, having two of them? That's fucking awesome. Okay, so let's go in with the NARS. Let's go in with Affogato. Because I forgot to grab my other concealer. It's in a different room. I am using the shade Affogato, which is 1.25. So, foundation is on. Let's get to my Fox palette, which is actually the Deer palette, which is this palette from Hourglass. It's the palest shade of face palettes that they have this year, which, you know, is perfect for me. I think we're gonna go for the pink, but we're gonna go really light. We're gonna go light, and I'm even gonna mix it with the finishing powders to make it like even sheerer. Kind of give it that like, yeah, that very soft look. Because that's what I want. I want like this look to be very effortless. Even though like I low-key have like a brown smoky eye right now. It'll be different. Calm down. But yeah, I wanted to have like kind of a easy palette to go for when I'm like, I want to stream, but I don't want to look like a total gremlin. So that's why I'm kind of going in with this. Ooh, let's see. I've been waiting on a friend to text me. It's my husband. Okay. I like this blush. I like it. I think this is very nice. Let's do... I'm actually not gonna put a highlighter on. I did already do that. Yeah, I think I am gonna do a little bronzer. Even though, like, I hardly ever use bronzer. But I kind of want, like, a little bit more dimension on my face. You know, not to totally look like the Crypt Keeper. Okay, it's looking nice though. I really like it. Let's do brows. So for brows, I've actually been using the Lift and Snatch pen in the shade Espresso because I did recently re-dye my blue hair, and so it's actually pretty dark right now. So the Espresso looks nice. It matches my roots, which are kind of like a dark blackish brown. So I'm gonna draw those on. It's easier to do that when I'm not talking. But I like talking. So not talking is hard. I get lonely when I work from home all by myself. And I have no one but my animals to talk to. They don't like it when I sing at them. I don't think they get it. I think they're like, Mom, are you okay? Let's see, how do I look with just one brow? Good? Pretty fun? Tell me in the comments what your happiest moment of 2025 was. Cause man, what a shit show of a year. But like, what if something good happened for you? Like, honestly, for me, there were definitely some good moments. Some big, like, milestones. We got a new car for the first time, like, ever. That was crazy and stressful, but we did it. And it was very, very weird to buy a car in this economy, but we've been saving up since like COVID to get a car, so we had a decent chunk saved, which I appreciate that I am able to have a savings. I know that not everyone is able to do that. I try to live very frugally. Most of the things that I have are thrifted. Some of the only things that I buy like full price are actually makeup. So, you know, whatever you can do to save some coin, save some coin. And I will hopefully help you with that and teach you my tricks of what I do. I'm going to use the shade Movie Star from ColourPop. It's one of their multi-chrome liners. I'm going to use this in my waterline. Kind of add like a little hint of something. Because my God, I can't just have a brown eyeshadow look. I've got to have something. One does want a hint of color. Ugh. Anyone else love the birdcage? And I hate how it's still relevant. Because seriously, oh my God. So many people are filled with hate. All right, this is a nice look. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put my mascara on, and I'm actually just gonna leave this lip oil. I might do like a little lip liner just to kind of add a little definition. But yeah, give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay. So, I feel like whenever I line my lips, they look insane. I think it's because like I don't have any like lip pencils that are close to my lip shade. So they always look very strange. I always end up having to fill in like a little bit, which kind of defeats the purpose of wearing a lip stain or a lip liner. I don't know. I'm on a journey as well. But here's the finished look. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I look very prepared to go buy myself a coffee, which is what I'm going to do. But I really love it. And one thing I thought about while I was doing my mascara is, if you're new to makeup, hey, I love makeup. I'm not a makeup artist. I just am very passionate about putting makeup on and playing with makeup because I think play is important even for adults. And I remembered something. When you are putting on mascara, do top lashes first, and then wait a second, and then bottom lashes. Because if you're looking one way, keep looking that way. But when you're looking the other way, it's easier to make a mistake because your mascara might still be wet. And the mascara I'm using, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I've had it for a little bit. It's the CoverGirl Eye Enhancer. It's very goopy. Very goopy. And I feel like it's not doing my lashes any favors. I have nice-ish lashes. They're not like amazing, like you would think they're false or anything like that, but they're nice. They hold a curl. They, are long. You see them. But these ones, it's not really doing my lashes any favors. So I'm not a huge fan of that. The lip combo I used is Me Again from ColourPop, and then I put the Fussy lip oil over the top. I'd say it's the weakest part of the look for me. I think if anything, I could probably use a little more blush, but I'm actually gonna go in with a different one. Let's put a little bit of the peach over top of it and see if this is a huge mistake. Again, I'm using the other shades too, so it's not just like peach blush. But, oh yeah. Marginally different. Barely different. But I see it. And that's what matters. So, I think I'm ready to go get coffee and potentially stream later. So we'll see. I think the stream is honestly going to be like more of a practice stream to see if it's something that I want to do, but we'll see. I think it'll be fun. Either way, I was very excited to use my new palette that I made and get ready to go get a coffee because I still have stuff to do. So it's been fun to hang. I'm very happy I got to hang out with you. I hope you have a great day, night, whatever, and I hope you take care of yourself. I hope you're kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Thanks, Lacey. My dog wants you guys to know that we are in danger. There's a dog walking by outside. Why, hello there. You're a very attractive person. I'd like to take you out on the hottest of dates. I see that you have a lot of other suitors. Well, allow me to make my case. Anyone? Dragon Slayer? Ninja sex party? No? Alright, fine. Anyway, I have nice-ish lashes. Nope.